Hey everybody, how you doing? Pleasure to see you again. I have met many of you either at a showcase, an event, an expo, the National Minority Development Council at one of their events, a dinner, a gala. So I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about our Juneteenth Freedom Festival and specifically our Juneteenth Hall of Fame. So again, my name's Alan Thornton. I'll tell you a little bit more about me, but I want to cut to the chase because I know you're busy. So first and foremost, we established the Juneteenth Hall of Fame last year with Sheila Jackson Lee. As you know, Juneteenth has only been a federal holiday for a couple of years, and we have the honor and pleasure of owning and having the stamp by Sheila Jackson Lee on this historic day. So we've honored a lot of celebrities, government officials. The good thing is we honored 19 honorees, kind of like the Oscars, right? Really segmented, intentional bit of honorees. And then we have a few Lifetime Achievement Awards and honor some of those that have been before us. And we've leveled up our galas. Our last gala that we rented out the whole George Theater, and there's been people like you can see Mayor Turner was involved. We were able to give him an award. We've had millionaires, billionaires, billionaire Michael V. Roberts there. We've had 19 Keys there. We've had Earn Your Leisure there. So celebrities, government officials, local heroes like Chris Senegal, you name it, they have been at our gala. So this is not something that we're just starting. This is going to be, our fourth conference and doing an award ceremony. So here's what I want to talk to you about, whether you're really probably corporations, how to have a corporation, government entities, how to have a full Juneteenth brand activation, supporting minority suppliers, because that's really important for us without having to do any of the heavy lifting in less than 30 days, right? A lot of us want to do things Juneteenth, and we may be doing something small, but this is something that you can do throughout the duration of our whole festival, which is 10 days. So here's what you're going to walk away with. Juneteenth Hall of Fame Gala support, and upcoming minority suppliers and honorees, networking with honorees, celebrities, government officials, influencers, investors in the respective right, support over 10 to 100 kids, depending on your level of support. And a lot of these come from our partner organizations who we worked with in the past, GUNY Business Lab, Boys and Girls Club, World Youth Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Men of Brilliance. You can see a lot of that on our social media, and they've done some really great things. Our goal is to sponsor them not only for the content that comes out of this, but also do some giveaways and put on some showcases and rent out some venues. We're holding our first film festival this year. We're doing acting classes, we're doing film classes, and to them it's absolutely free because of your support here. We have entertainment. We've had Emmy and Grammy Award-winning artists, or actually nominated artists, sing at and perform at our galas. We've had Fly Dance Company come through. You may see a robot. It'll be a lot of fun. Speakers, award showcases. We have an auction and a special revealing that we're really excited about. You have the ability to participate in 7 of our other signature events, which I'll show you in a minute, and silent auction and local community project to support minority suppliers. And there's a few programs that the city of Houston has. And we're going to partner with them on a few projects to really get minority suppliers in and people that are underserved to work with these projects. So first and foremost, thank you for your support. We're excited to be working with you. So here's some of our other signature. What we're talking about right now is a Hall of Fame Gala. And if it was just that, that'd be good enough. But what we like to do is many of you have not experienced anything with this in the past. So we also have a celebrity golf tournament, 5K walk and run, $1 million panels and workshops, celebrity fashion show, minority code launch, and and then a number of sponsored kids competition showcases and activation. And again, this is not something that's a theory. We've done this 3 other times, and I'll show you some other pictures. So here's some of our history. We have done this. This is our 3rd successful conference. We always do 3 to 4 day conference. This time we're extending it to 10 days. I've been on the city planning committee for Juneteenth, and this year we decided to move the bulk of our activities to the beginning, and then build our audience and help everybody else drive our attendees in our audience and show the great things that we're doing with the reels throughout the whole next 10 days leading up to Juneteenth to really create an experience. And we want to do that with your brand as well, because of all the great things that we're doing. We have strategic partnerships with HBCUs, celebrities, influencers, investors, government officials, entrepreneurs. We even, after our first MLK, got to fly to Africa, to the Congo, for their African American Descendants Day. We've had 14 successful pre-conference brand activations, over 10,700 attendees, and sponsored over 1,250 underserved kids from 8 to 18 and HBCU students, with over $1 million worth of activation revenue for our sponsors and our partners. And our goal is really to give you an impact ROI and an ROI on your brand to be activated. So we've had, to name a few, Earn Your Leisure. They have the #1, they were just here with us, financial platform in the world. Like I said, billionaire Michael V. Roberts, he's actually the chairman, one of the chairmen of the National Minority Supplier Development Council. 19 Keys, Tayo Hayes from BT has received an award, and we're gonna get him back down here soon. He had another event. President Felix, so Mayor Turner has been a very integral part in helping us put together not only the narrative, but get into some places. So thank you for that. Sheila Jackson Lee, we established the Juneteenth Hall of Fame with her, and to go on and on. Hill Harper was our first celebrity, big celebrity that actually came on and spoke at our conference. So a lot of different people, and all over the world. Just a little bit about me for those of you that don't know me. My main background is in tech, is in software. So I've worked for some of the largest Fortune 500 companies in the world, specifically most recently Salesforce, and as an executive there. Sold millions of dollars of licensing, had our own company helping people raise money with grants and government contracts. And in the pandemic, we did a bit of a pivot and really dug down deep into this 40-acre conference, started that. And what that's done has been incredible. The impact in laying the foundation is not easy, but the support that we get from each one of you makes it very, very simple to keep on going. So that's landed us into write-ups in Forbes, and also the Houston Business Journal 40 Under 40. And I don't say that to impress you, but just to impress upon you, right? We keep on moving forward. Now, just to give you a snapshot, like I said, this is something that we have done before. Many of you probably came or knew somebody that came to our last gala, but this is how it looks. Our VIP audience is government officials, celebrities, influencers. We do something very special where we only, since it's a Juneteenth Hall of Fame, we honor 19 special honorees, and we only have 19 tables. So we keep that light. And then there's a number of 4 top tables. The good thing about this theater is it also has a elevated VIP, meaning there's another, so we have our platinum and our gold tables on the bottom, and then we have our diamond VIPs for our, our celebrities, our VIPs, and we rope off that right when you come in. So they have another layer of security, and we even have velvet ropes for some of these people that are diamond that come in here, and if they don't want to be, bothered while they're eating, but can still see the program from the balcony, the sponsored projecting right there. They have their own bar, so it's an incredible setup. Right when you come in, it's almost like the Oscars. You hit the red carpet, bunch of cameras, paparazzi going on. So it's an incredible experience. We have a silent auction because, of course, it's a gala. Our goal is to raise money for not only projects, but immediate need, the kids that are underserved. And we do a bunch of things with financial literacy, all over the city. And I'll show you a few examples of that. So it's financial literacy, demographics is mostly Black and Latinx. This is actually in the Galleria, the George Theater. And like I said, we impact kids, underserved kids from 8 to 18, and then from those that are in college. So brands we've worked with in the past, and then we're looking forward to work with a lot of you that are really looking to, and we have a lot of minority suppliers. We've gone to a number of different events, like Meet the Buyers, like we partner with large brands to do activations, but I know there's a huge initiative to work with more minority suppliers, and they'll be there from construction, real estate, technology. We'll work with a bunch of HBCUs. We've had corporate activations with Pepsi, with Jordan, with HyperX, Salesforce, Goya, work with a lot of different other organizations from the Urban League, Black Chamber of Commerce, SCORE, had a number of different local businesses, law firms, organizations, large financial institutions. So we're really excited to get this going and work the Divine Nine. This is really becoming a seed of excellence. And that's the thing. It's not just Black excellence on Juneteenth. We want each and every one of you to have the opportunity to be a part of something great like this. So why 40 acres? And I'll give you a quick, you didn't know you were going to get a history lesson today, right? Okay. So back in 2020, there was a renewed focus on the Black community, unfortunately, because George Floyd had perished. Now, there was a bunch of corporations that said, look, I'll give $1 million. I see some bad things have happened in the Black community. I'll give $1 billion. I'll give $5 million, $100 million, $500 million, $1 billion, $30 billion. The challenge with that, less than 7% of that has actually been dispersed. So math's always been my best subject, and that doesn't really add up. But history is something that I've always thoroughly enjoyed. And that narrative sounded similar to 40 acres and a mule to me. And it was a promise that was a great idea, but poor implementation. And when people don't know who to give it to, they don't know how to roll it out, it ultimately just gets swept in the rug. And we didn't want that to happen. So we created the 40 Acre Conference as a way to partner with corporations to really get them what they want from just from an activation standpoint, with their brand marketing, also from getting in front of minority suppliers who they had a commitment to do more business with in certain areas that they want to. So that's why, hence the name, the 40 Acre Conference, not to bash anybody by any means, but really to help spur that partnership with them. And then we went to Black Wall Street. I get immersed in anything that I really go after. So the story about Black Wall Street and group economics was huge. So at the Centennial, I actually visited Black Wall Street, and I met a few people there. I'm just giving you the story of the journey of how this has happened. All this has happened in the last 15 to 20 months. And actually, Sheila Jackson Lee was there in Tulsa, Oklahoma as well. But I met a few gentlemen in a small barbershop. I met Earn Your Leisure, which has a #1 financial platform in the world. But this is before they got big, before they had they had a good following, probably a couple 100,000, but it's nowhere near where it is right now, close to 2 million followers, or 1.5, which is very, very substantial. They sell out arenas in Madison Square Garden, sell out arenas in Africa. I think they sold out one in Egypt, Prince Albert Hall in London, and they were just here with us. I say that to say I shared a big vision with them, and they said, look, we're going to do a conference as well in 90 days. And I said, look, I'll be there. Hill Harper was launching an app that day. I was one of his first users. And we started this spur of group economics, or actually I latched onto their coattails. You've heard that, right? And it was an incredible experience. And 90 days after they did their conference, we did ours. And it was an incredible experience. We did 7 showcases in just a few days. We were able to broadcast this to 200 countries. Mayor Turner was an integral part in helping get things through. We sponsored a bunch of kids. We even did Trey the Truth. He actually was one of the ones that donated and his store bump box, and we took over his store for an activation and to do a pre-promotion. There were a few, sponsors like McDonald's, did some great thing. Goya, Shotgun really helped us push this narrative forward. We even had people and senators say, hey, congratulations on your 40-acre conference. And this is our first one. After that, a year later, and I'll tell you, I'll skip to this. I went to, and I just want to tell you the story because most people, it's interesting to see how things unfold. Like I said, we went to, and I got a call from Africa after our first conference, because we live streamed to 200 countries. And they said, we want to fly you to Africa. I hung up, right? I thought it was a scam. But they were real. And I got diplomatic status. I didn't even have a passport. They got me a passport within 48 hours. And I had police escorts, armed guards, the whole thing. But they really have an initiative in Africa to push things forward and to bring more African Americans over there to do business and invest in Africa, because a lot of the land and a lot of things that owned are from people that aren't African and African American, and they're really trying to spur that. And they flew me. I was like, at one point I was like, who do they think I am? Right? Got these armed guards and everything. But it was an incredible experience. When we got back, and I'll show you this, we established the Juneteenth Hall of Fame. And thank you, Mayor Turner. He introduced me to, on the rooftop, I was with him, Michael Heckman, Kirby Lou, and Frank Lou, and he told them about our conference. And we were one of the first ones to do a full conference at the Post Houston. And we rented out the whole thing. We did 40 events in 4 days, did a whole art installation. We did our Juneteenth Hall of Fame, and we had our stamp and our proclamation, and established the Juneteenth Freedom Festival and the Juneteenth Hall of Fame Awards right there with Sheila Jackson Lee, the pioneer of getting that legislation pushed through, her and John Cornyn and a few of the other local legislators and politicians as well. So thank you for that. And this journey has been incredible, and I look forward to doing more. And there's other organizations that similar to you that said, hey, we want to do some things on Juneteenth, like Jordan. We gave out a bunch of Jordans. We had an esports tournament. HP got involved. Microsoft gave us some things. Amazon gave us some credit. So a lot of corporations, just like you, are thinking, hey, I'd love to do something on Juneteenth, but we may not have the staff. We may not have, right? I don't have all the things to do a big, heavy lift. But if it's something I can assist with, I'd love to do that. And that's where we can help. So the other thing is, this last MLK, we had our conference and we did our first golf tournament, right? And it was incredible. We were actually one of the first ones to do a golf tournament at the brand new East River golf course in East Downtown, so in Fifth Ward. And we had, like I said, millionaires, billionaires there. We had a bunch of ex-NFL players, some Super Bowl winning NFL players. We had Earn Your Leisure there, a bunch of entrepreneurs, a few celebrities come through. So it was a very exciting experience. And then we did our gala, of course. And we had not only everybody there, from government officials to influencers to celebrities to, Mr. LaMarcus Newman, right, and Amber Newman. So nonprofit executives, NFL players, so almost everybody, church leaders. from all walks of life to create this group economics that we're talking about. And then we do a bunch of $1 million panels. Every single sponsored kid actually gets this content evergreen, so they no longer have to say, hey, I wish I would have known how to do this, I wish I would have known this. We also do community. It's all about cash flow community culture. We even talk about, hey, some of the things that we would have known cutting corners. One of our best segments is a million out the pen, right? We have a couple millionaires that have made it after they were formerly incarcerated and said, look, this even breaks down the math of, hey, you trying to hit that lick, here's the math on that, right? Let's think twice about that, because you can go do this, you can go do real estate, you can go do some things with crypto, with ChatGPT. That's a whole new, right? All these different things we put into their hands, because a lot of reason why we are the highest to be incarcerated is education. And if we have that education to go a different route, and we be what we see, got that from Mary Turner at 100 Black Men Gala, to be in another light, we can go another direction. And that's what this is all about. So, and that's what your support helps us do. So we have sponsorship levels depending on where you want to be. Our goal is to have you wherever you see fit. And we just want to start the relationship with you, because many of you are first-time sponsors. Some of you others have seen a few of our other events and said, hey, I'm in. So we thank you for your continued support. So you can start, you can just sponsor a kid and be at her and say, hey, I can't make it, but I'd love to sponsor a kid. Or, every single level, every $250 sponsors another kid. So I'll go through these real quick, from our title sponsor at $10,000 all the way down to just sponsoring a kid at $250. So I'm in software. Our goal, especially when it's your first time, is to show you maximum value. So you're like 80% off. Yes, we want to give you a sampler of everything that we have going on in our phenomenal Juneteenth Freedom Festival. So not only are we going to give you a diamond table, one of those top tables with the velvet ropes, you'll be sitting next to a bunch of honorees, some celebrities and government officials and influencers. But we also want to give you a place at our golf tournament, right? And even if you don't golf, even if you're not good, there's somebody that you can give the tickets away, right? Our 5K walk and run, give the tickets away. If you can't go, or we'll use it for some of those sponsored kids. Our signature workshop, our giveaway bags, you have a speaking slot. You have reserved seating at our celebrity fashion show. Our fashion show is always one of the top rated events at everything we do. And then a bonus, we have a live fire event at the end of, actually not on the 19th, but on the 20th. So we're extending, going from the 9th to actually the bonus events on the 20th. It's a chef showcase. We bring in a bunch of celebrity chefs. We've done this before on the rooftop of the Post, and it was really cold. So we're going to do it when it's hot this time. And it's going to be a really, really good showcase. From what we've heard from our sponsors, usually based on the placements that they get in all these places, it's about to sit a 6 to 10x ROI based on these placements. But the good thing is the impact on the ROI is you get to sponsor over 100 kids. You get an accelerator as the title sponsor. So that's our title sponsor. Next is our entertainment, production, and happy hour sponsor, right? This is what we're really excited about as well. This is our diamond. You still get a diamond table. You still get everything in at our golf tournament, our 5K walk and run. You get your signature workshop, giveaways, speaking panel, reserve spot at the celebrity fashion show, and you'll still get to sponsor 75 kids. $32,000 value, but for you, 7,500, right? We want to build that relationship. The price will go up. I'm telling you, some of you have been to our gala and our galas, and every single time, the level of production, the level of decor, the level of the venues, everything goes up. And because we just provide more value, and we appreciate your support on that. Next is our celebrity and influencers government official sponsor. So this is $12,000 I feel like I'm in an auction right now. $12,500 value for $5,000, right? Because we want to start that relationship with you. 70. So here's where we're at. I'm sorry, 22,500. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna still get that diamond level table. You're still gonna get the golf tournament. You're gonna be the driving range sponsor here, right? You still get the fitness walk and run, a speaking slot, reserve seating, a bonus ticket, and you'll get to sponsor 50 kids, which we're very, very excited about. Next is our platinum. That's 75% discount. And usually this is one of our most popular packages. And it comes with a lot more than just a table, because I know some of you saying, oh, that may be expensive. So if you just want to buy the table, you can. Hey, I know we put it out, a lot of the government officials, the letters that we sent out to them, it said $2K. So we will definitely honor that. But if you want all these other extras, the golf hole sponsorship, the 4-player team, the VIP 10 at the 5K run, the speaking slot, all these other things, that's going to be 2,500. And the good thing is you get to sponsor 10 kids, right? So bonus. And if you want to set up a call with me after after the fact, this is fine. Our platinum, you still get one of those tables for 4. I'm going to go back to that diagram too, so you kind of get a visual. But again, our goal is to show maximum value. You get a table for 4, but not only that, at the gala, you get some of these other benefits. And if you're not going to use them and say, hey, it's just like a bundle at McDonald's. It comes in the box. So if it's not something that you want, you can definitely give that away. And then our last is our Power Gold, our Power Partner seating for 2. Not only do you get that at the gala, you also get get in there for a golf tournament, get tickets to our 5K run, celebrity fashion show, and everything else. So like I said, anywhere from 500 to 10 grand. And then if you can't make it at all, we would love to, if you at least sponsored a kid, and we'll put you on those logos at the end. So as you see, going back to the diagram, our high level diamond tables, those tables at the top, now that you saw the levels, are going to be up here. A couple of them are already sold. We would love to, they're all going to sell out. So get them while you can, right? These are great seats, but these will sell out here shortly, as soon as, especially since we're sending this video to everybody. Right when you come in, you have your red carpet. There's a nice elevator there. There'll be some silent auctions. Also, if there's anything that you would like to donate, we have getting stuff from the Rockets, the Texans, different other nonprofits who had memorabilia that they wanted to donate. You can all do that. So we can put that in our silent auction and sponsor as many kids as we can to be what they see. So I hope that gives you a pretty good overview. Didn't want to make this video too long, but definitely wanted to show the value and the great things that we've been able to do, right, in a short period of time. And we look forward to doing even more with you in the future. So after this, we usually have, hey, 3 types of people. One says, hey, I'm ready. Send me that link. Send me that gold, silver, diamond link. I'm ready to go. Others say, hey, I need some more information. So I'll send you this video, and you should have a 1-pager as well in your email that tells a little bit about the who, what, when, and why. And some of you will say, hey, thank you, I'm not interested, or I'll be out of town. We always ask, even I have to ask, even if you're not going to be there, we'd love for you to, just sponsor a kid. That would go a long way. So I'm glad that we had an opportunity to spend some time together. Even more ecstatic that not only you're going to be able to get to sponsor kids, but we're going to work together, as a city, as a state, as a country, to get as many minority suppliers in front of your initiatives, so that we can all decrease the wealth gap together. And that's what the 40 Acre Conference is about in the Juneteenth Freedom Festival, all about economic freedom. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. You'll have a blessed day. We will talk soon.